Happy Friday and welcome back to the latest edition of the Laura and Becky Show, sponsored by Redbrik Estate Agents and Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa.
Hello, if you are new, you are more than welcome. You have 97 episodes to catch up on. If you are a regular, then as always, we love you and happy Friday.
We've been asking a few people, haven't we, like how they listen, because if someone's just found our podcast today, like literally they're at home having a brew, they've just found it now, obviously there's 97 episodes. Like, where would you start?
I would start from now and work my way backwards.
I think that's what I'd do as well. Either that, or I'd pick out like a title that I quite wanted to listen to. I'd go with that one and then see what happened.
I think if I was new, I'm gonna recommend an episode to go back and listen to.
Oh yeah, go on.
Let's have a look at them. I mean, we've forgotten most of them, haven't we? We kind of go through and we're like, oh yeah, I remember that one.
Do you know what? This is really bad. Someone asked me what we were talking about yesterday on the day we'd recorded it, and I literally went, I can't remember. I actually couldn't remember what we talked about yesterday.
No, I know. We're useless. So I quite like Man in the Woods with the Yellow Bag.
Yes.
That was quite funny. I love the one though. What was the one where you talk about being pulled over by the police? Do you remember that?
Oh, that was quite
she
an
got
early
out the car
one.
with her hands up.
Yeah.
It was that, wasn't it? That's
from season 1 or 2, I think, isn't it?
It's an early one. I'll try and find it throughout this podcast. But that was so funny. Definitely have a I'm sure it's called Becky got out of the car.
Yeah, with my hands up or something. Yeah.
I'm going to scroll through as we're talking. I'm going to try and find it because that was funny.
That was funny.
Great.
Need to read out a message actually from, was it from Jen? She messaged us both, didn't she? I'm just scrolling through my Instagram DMs, bear with.
Oh, also episode 30, why Becky listens to lesbian podcasts. That was quite funny.
I forgot about that one. But do you know what? That was a good day, actually. We had a good day that day.
I've got it. Episode 23. If you're new here, go back and have a listen to episode 23. I got out of the car with my hands above my head.
Genuine story, guys, as well. Genuine.
So we're looking for Han's message.
Oh, Han. I'm looking for Jen. It's Han.
Han, not Jen. It's Han.
Where
is she? Oh dear, we're not very...
No, sorry
just
about
bear
this,
with
guys.
us.
Yeah, just oh, here we go.
You've got it.
No, haven't.
No, okay.
What?
I don't think
Was it
I've got it.
Han?
Yeah, it was Han. Sure it was.
All right. I mean, basically, the gist of it was Han got in touch talking about me saying I'm hunkering.
Yeah, she's tagged us in a quote. It says,
Oh.
is there a name for the feeling when all you want out of life is to hunker down and eat pizza and watch movies, but you also want to break new ground in your profession, but you also want to quit society to live in the woods, but you also want to go explore the world forever? That is
us.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that is literally us. You want to do all the things, but you're just too goddamn lazy. I saw something on Instagram as well. Now, obviously, I've been calling it hunkering. Essentially, it's hibernation. That's what it is. It's hibernation for the winter. Someone else put something on Instagram, which is basically the same thing with a different name. Wintering.
Now, I like this. That sounds better than hunkering, doesn't it? Wintering.
It makes it sound like really quite posh and nice.
Yeah, I'm wintering.
Bye, folks. You won't see me in the new year. I'm off wintering, darlings. Apparently.
So go on, what's wintering?
It says, you may think yourself lazy or flawed, yet your body is made of almost exactly the same elements as the stars. Your bone composition, blah, 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 blah. So no, you are not lazy.
Right.
Nature is simply pulling you to slow, like the life flora around you. Basically saying that in winter you should slow down.
So if everyone's like, oh, you're lazy, just be like, oh yeah, I'm not lazy. It's my bone composition and nature is slowing me down. How dare you?
And also, I'm wintering. Are you not wintering?
It's not lazy, it's wintering.
In fact, we should throw a little challenge out there, I reckon, today. Anyone who's listening, throw the word wintering into the
just do it really
conversation today.
haphazardly.
Yeah.
Actually, we've got a meeting today. Why don't we just be like, oh yeah, we're fine, we're wintering. Anyway, see what they say.
And see what the reaction is. See if people pull you up on it, or if they just act like they know what wintering is, or if they're like, sorry, did you say, what? Sorry, what's this wintering? Yeah, right. Try it today, guys. We'll try it in our meeting.
It's our bone composition, so yeah. Just quickly, kind of talking about that, right? I'm due on, so I was a bit angry this morning.
Yeah.
So I just woke up angry. Shall I tell you what made me angry?
Go on.
The wind.
It was so windy last night.
It was so windy. And I woke up and it was windy, it was dark, and I just thought, enough.
No.
Enough.
No.
January, right? And it's my daughter's birthday in January, so I feel bad slagging it off. But I think the NHS, I mean, it's on its knees, right? Mm-hmm. What they should do is prescribe, instead of prescribing all these, antibiotics or whatever, just give everyone 2 weeks in the sun, sort you right out.
Oh, can you imagine if we all got to go away in January and didn't have to be in this country?
People would be less depressed.
Yeah.
People would be happier.
Yeah.
Therefore, you wouldn't be stressed. Stress causes illness. When I was a rep, and I know I was young, and you don't tend to get as ill when you're young, I swear to you, in the 3.5 years I lived in the sun, I never got a cold. I never got ill. I mean, I didn't eat well, I didn't sleep barely, but there's something about sunshine and vitamin D.
And you're outside more. When it's sunny, you're outside rather than being inside. So you're not congregating inside of people to get germs. Yeah.
You're active. You usually swim a bit more because it's what I'm telling you. Yeah. In January, everybody, look, we did lockdown, right? We all stayed in our houses. 2 weeks abroad in January. That would be the one, wouldn't it? If I ever was Prime Minister, that's the first thing I'd do.
Well, perhaps we need to vote you in for Prime Minister because that sounds good to me.
Yeah. Don't you think that's a good idea?
It's a very good idea.
You get to choose where you go.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, you get to choose wherever you want to go?
Well, they'd have different
There's not
places.
a budget on it?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're not going to send you to a 5-star, Bali or anything.
So that's what I had in my mind then. I was having one of those floating breakfasts in Bali. I was like, yep, that'll be me next January.
Maybe you could upgrade. But the basic would be let's say a 4-star in Mallorca.
Nice.
Sold?
Sold, mate. My fence has come down, by the way, on the note of bin window. Looked out this morning, my neighbour had texted me because it's her.
Oh, thank God.
You don't know whose responsibility it is.
You never do you?
Yeah, you're always like, is that my fence or is that their fence? But bless her, she's lovely. Wendy. Hi, Wendy.
She got Maggie, the dog.
She's got Maggie. Yeah, but she's been meaning to sort the fence out for a while because it's been a bit rickety anyway. Looked out this morning because she texted me and it was literally... It's on the floor.
Oh dear.
So Maggie's got 2 gardens to run in. I saw Maggie the dog running into my garden, literally happy as Larry.
Oh, do you know what? When it's windy, you know who's happy? Fencers.
Oh, I bet they're
fence
inundated
companies. I bet
with
they're
work.
Here we go, lads.
Yes.
Put the phone on. Here we go.
This is our best time of the year. Oh, God.
Right, Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa are our lovely sponsors. And this weekend, they've got a wedding showcase. Loads of people have got engaged. They're lucky buggers over Christmas. Or them happy couples looking for somewhere to get married.
Yeah, well, if you are planning a wedding or if you've got one coming up, definitely go along to this because they basically showcase everything that you could have or want in a wedding. They've just put a post actually on their Instagram and it looks lovely. I mean, Ringwood's a lovely place to get married, isn't it?
Also,
anyway?
probably, I'm not going to say this definitely, but probably you might get a free Prosecco.
I think
they always do.
Oh my God.
Shall we pop along?
Right, you know that film Wedding Crashers? Perhaps we should be the Wedding Showcase Crashers. So every Sunday we go to a different wedding fair just for the glass of Prosecco, then we leave.
What, pretend we're getting married?
Yeah, just be like, hi.
We're the lesbians.
Yeah.
Like a lesbian wedding?
Yeah. And we're like, hi, yes, Prosecco. Oh, lovely.
Do we have to hold hands?
Got a dash? We can if you want.
Oh, yes.
Whatever it takes to get us that free Prosecco.
Anyway, listen. Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa is a gorgeous place. I mean, go to the wedding showcase, crash it if you want. Just go and have a look around the hotel. It's lovely.
It's a nice thing to do anyway, isn't it? It's on this Sunday and it's from 1 till 5 at Ringwood Hotel.
Okay,
God.
now... I'm not going to go too much into this because I think I might save this for another episode when we talk about money.
Okay.
But unfortunately, another reason I'm angry about January is because I've got so much to sort out and it's really stressing me out.
Yeah.
So I've got my tax return, which I've nearly done, to be fair. My car is on PCP. Now, don't talk to me about PCPs, HPs.
I don't even understand what it means.
KFCs, right? I don't know what's going on. I just know that 4 years ago, I went into Arnold Clark and I was like, I need a car. I liked my car. I got my car.
You went in, you came out with one.
I don't know what PCP is.
So confusing.
What does it even stand for?
Mate, I don't know. I think my car's on one as well. I don't know what it is.
So anyway, oh God, I've got to sort out by the 5th of Feb. I basically logged on to my finance Alfira thing. And it was like, we're going to take this much money for your last payment. I thought, you're not, because I ain't got it. So I thought I'd better sort this out. So went into Arnold Clark and look, he's a really nice guy. He's car salesman through and through. You cut him in half, Arnold Clark would bleed out of it. Do you know what I mean?
There are certain type, aren't they? And listen, I don't want to stereotype, but I kind of am here. There are certain type car salespeople, aren't they?
He started talking to me, and I did say this to you earlier. I actually wanted to cry at one point because I just thought, I don't understand what you're talking about. Like
They don't talk normally. They use jargon.
Well, if you need the
don't they?
PCP and the HFI, and this one's an ICG too. And I was just like, what does that mean?
What?
And he just kept going on about heated seats.
Oh, see, that would sell it to me. I'd be like, right, now you're talking, mate. Yeah, I'll take it.
To heated seats. This one's got heated seats, or this one's got heated seats. I was like, all right, my husband's got heated seats. I know, I mean, they are amazing.
Yeah, see, that would do it for me.
But anyway, I'm like, I don't know. Should I just keep my car because I don't want to pay out? Why don't you? Oh, it was just, and then he starts saying, well, I did a PCP. You don't need to keep it for 4 years. You can swap it in 2 years. I was like, what?
Oh,
What are
God,
you talking
I'd have
about?
been stressed as well.
But then what he did is sometimes use this to tell me a story. So Josh, 2 years ago, had a Porsche. And he just went, I just started getting Porsche. And I was just like, oh God, I know. And he had swapped it after 31 days. 31 days, got a right deal on it. And I was just like, why would you swap a car after 31 days? Like, what?
So what was he trying to get you to buy a Porsche? I don't
know
understand.
all about Josh. His dad's in the army. He's just about to play golf 2 days a week. He's just about to get 280 grand with a golden handshake as he leaves the army. I was just like,
I just want a car, Josh.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so an hour and a half, mate, an hour and a half I was down. I walked out, my bloody throat had swollen up with my lump in it I've got at the moment. And I was just like, this ain't the one.
No.
Someone just give me a car or don't.
Oh, mate, did you text the husband? Were you like, help?
I literally just
SOS.
James, you've got to come back with me. But what I loved, right, is because my husband is obsessed with cars.
He knows his stuff, doesn't he?
Obsessed. Him, his dad, and his brother, obsessed.
Yeah.
All they watch is YouTube. Cars, this car, that car. But whenever you talk to them about the cars, like
Yeah.
I go, oh, I like that car. And they'll go, oh, you do know that engine's just a VW and a BMW. And I'm like, what? Well, doesn't that make it a VW if the engines have been... When I'm on the motorway, see this car coming up, that'd be a good car for you. I get that constantly.
Why didn't you take him in with you to the garage yesterday?
Because he had to work. He was working.
Okay, you got to go at a weekend with him.
No, because I said to Josh, this was at midday, 1 o'clock. I said to Josh, what time are you working till? And he went 8. And I went, what time did you start? And he went 8. I know.
8 in the morning till 8 at night.
I just looked at him and I went, what? I went, is that legal? Yeah. You work 8 till 8?
That makes me feel physically sick.
Right. So we went back.
That's too much.
Josh is still there. We went back at 5:30. I know.
That's given me more anxiety about the car chat.
Yeah.
The fact he works 8 till 8.
So at one point I got told off by my husband.
Why?
Because I just literally sat slumped in the chair. I went, you talk. So they're like, oh yeah, KFI,
Oh, I bet they were literally loving life.
Has it got this spec? What spec is it?
Yeah.
I was
How
like,
big's the engine?
And there's like, have you got one of the cars here? Yeah. So I don't want to go outside. It's too cold. So I literally was like a child. In the car, and James turned around. He went, "Can you literally grow up?" And I was like, "What? What do you mean grow up?"
It's literally like he's in there with Kevin, isn't it?
I don't want to go out. So I sat in this car. And he's like, "Oh yeah, just we didn't need to go and sit in the car. He just pressed all the buttons."
He wanted to sit in the car, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, it's got that. And I went, "This literally looks like the car I've got now." Apart from there's
mate.
heated effing seats.
I'd have died of death. So are you getting a new
I don't
car
know.
or are you sticking with your car?
Mate, I don't know. There's decisions being made.
Yeah.
It makes me slightly anxious.
Get James to sort it out, mate. That's what he's there for. That's what
just-
you married him for.
I might just use my daughter's car.
Yeah.
Just get rid of my car.
Simple.
I'll use our little car. Okay, Redbrik Estate Agents are our brand new sponsors. So it's the end of the week. It's their first full week of sponsoring us.
Yeah, I wonder how they found it.
I had a
enjoyed
little
it.
look on their Instagram this morning and they've got film cameras and they're like camera ready. Was it ready camera? Yeah, they're filming
ready camera
something.
action.
If you don't follow them, actually, have a follow on all their socials because they give out so much information.
They do. They've got some very nice houses, obviously, goes without saying. But also, I don't think Redbrik Rock is... Redbrik
Who's
Rock?
Redbrik Rock? Is that like The Rock? Is there a Redbrik Rock? If so, I want to meet him. That'd be
Do you know
great.
what? There probably is. There's so many red brick people. There probably is. If we search, there's probably a red brick rock in there somewhere. Red brick Ross, who we love.
Like a rock. That'd be great. I want him to sell my house, please.
I want the red brick rock.
I want the rock.
God, what is going on in the world then? This is a bit sad, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Very sad. Lisa Marie Presley has died.
She's only 54. I'm sure she was on TV at was it the Grammys?
I didn't see her, but she's been like doing stuff and out and about, but she suffered a cardiac arrest. I literally read this when I woke up this morning. So sad.
I mean, how much bad luck can one family have?
I know. Well, obviously, Elvis, her dad, he died when he was 42, by the way, so young. Her mum's still alive, Priscilla, but Lisa Marie's son, he died, didn't he, as well? And I think she was really heartbroken over that.
Yeah, that is really, it's rubbish.
I know, it's so sad. It's so young. So, yeah, that's not some very nice news to wake up to today. Also, we're going to talk about something else, which is a bit depressing. So,
well, I caught the start. Now, I never watch the news. I sometimes see it on social media, but I never sit down and go, oh, here we go, 10 o'clock news.
Yeah, my mum does that. She goes, gotta go, 10 o'clock news is on. She actually physically sits down for the 10 o'clock news.
Well, it's old school, isn't it? That's what people used to do. That's how you got your news.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, the first 5 minutes. Bolton NHS hospital, in Bolton. Mate.
It's on its knees, isn't it, at the moment?
God, there's just people in the corridors. I mean, I literally was like, oh my God.
Well, you were driving somewhere yesterday and you said to me that you drove past a doctor's surgery in Chesterfield and you said they were queuing out the door.
Yeah. I mean, that hospital, I was like, how is this the United Kingdom? How? That looks like something you see like...
Yeah, in another country. Yeah. Mate, this is another reason for my hunkering. And I swear to God, because, if you're mixing with lots of people, I'm like in the office, and I know a lot of people have to do this, they've got no choice. But when you're mixing with a lot of people, you pick up their bugs and you pick up their illnesses that you've got. Hunkering, you don't pick them up, guys. That's another upside to hunkering.
But you're right. You are actually right. Mate, I would, it's not good.
I know. To get ill at the moment is quite scary, isn't it?
But I don't want to go into like government, but how has it got this bad? Is it lockdown?
Well, I think it's been on the verge for a long time. The NHS has been teetering for a long time, hasn't it? But I think having an onslaught, like obviously COVID, and it kind of was okay-ish for a little bit. But then when you get another like onslaught, like now, because everyone's ill, I just think it can't cope. And that's how close it is to like collapsing.
Well, this, they interviewed the guy that runs the hospital, whatever. He was like, this is way worse than anything in COVID.
Yeah.
Like way worse. Because I guess in COVID times, obviously they had a lot of people, but we were all locked in. So
yes, you're not mixing.
A&E was empty. Do you remember? No, because everyone was in. Mm-hmm. People are just in ambulances, just wait there. And the nurse is going out to the ambulance. There's nowhere for them to go. They can't go into the hospital.
It's awful. I've heard Dr. Alex, who was on Love Island, he's quite good with stuff like this. Yeah, he does good little like reels and bits on like TikTok and stuff and he explains it in like a normal person's language. And he was basically saying that as well, like giving an insight to it. It is a bit worrying. So basically, guys, stay at home, stay in.
Hunker down. Okay, mate, we did something yesterday that we've been meaning to do for a week, basically, haven't we? This is part of hunkering.
It is. It's all to do with hunkering and kind of like saving money in January, not spending as much, etc., etc. So we both went yesterday separately, but we both went and got our nails soaked off. I have bio gel. Do you have that?
I have. Mate, I have acrylic and gel.
Do you?
I go in.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah. So we just thought, do you know what? We're not doing it anymore because you obviously have to go and have them redone every like 3 weeks or month or whatever. I get really bored sitting and having my nails done. Mine takes a long time. It's like an hour and a half. And I'm literally like dying by then. So I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah. So the only thing is that when you go into these places, they don't like it if you don't have like your infills done or a new set. They get a bit...
Mate, I don't think they understand what you're saying. When you're like, I just want it taken off. Yeah, I don't want anything else on. They literally look at you like
you're mad.
Yeah.
Or they get...
like you've just landed from the moon.
Yeah, like, they get quite stroppy.
Yeah, what did yours say yesterday when you said it to them?
Do you know what? They weren't too bad. They were all right. I mean, she kept going, so just to soak off? Just to soak off? I was like, yep.
As if you're going to change your mind.
I hate having them soaked off, though. I hate it because I think they're going to go through my nail, when they cry and
do you do the buzzy thing? Do they do that on you?
The buzzy.
The machine thing.
The file thing, yeah.
That twists round.
Yeah.
It hurts sometimes, doesn't it?
I mean, it's not good for your nails, but no. I had 2 of them try and convince me. So 2, usually it's about 4 of them, but 2 of them. And what I did is I swapped from acrylics to gel. They don't even like that.
Oh,
I don't
no,
like
no,
that
no. Because
either.
it's less money, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had 4 of them on me yesterday. I felt like it was an attack.
Yeah.
Seriously. So first of all, they seemed okay. I was like, I just want to soak off. They were like, okay, yeah, no problem. Sat me down. It was all like hunkered. I thought, this was easy. Excellent. Had my nails there. And then I had one, nail yesterday that was like half hanging off. Yeah. So I was obviously telling him about that and to be a bit careful because it was really sore. Anyway, he then went, they're too thin. You're gonna need to have something on there because they're just gonna snap. And I went, no. I don't want anything on there. I know they might snap, but I don't want anything on there.
Is because you've had stuff on there.
Exactly. So I said that, and then he sort of piped down. And there was a girl sat next to him. She piped up. She went, you need to have gel on there because otherwise they're just gonna snap. I went, no, I don't want anything on there. I want nothing. And she went back to her client and she went,
and then they start talking in Chinese and they're slagging you off.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They basically are, yeah.
Sometimes I want to be like, I speak Chinese, by the way. I know what you're saying.
What you should do is just look up and look at her and nod.
Yeah, or give her the evil eye a bit. Yeah, and go, I know what you're talking about. Anyway, I managed to resist. I was like, no, I am not having anything on my nails. But they went at me quite a few times,
God.
yeah.
I mean, fair play to them.
They've got to give it a go, I suppose.
We ran a salon. I'd send you in. About Becky, go and get her to have her gels.
Yeah, go and have a word with her. Yeah. So I came out without them. Let's see your nails.
I mean, there's those. Look at that one though. I've got like a split in my thumb and it's slightly bleeding.
Oh, yeah, that's my bad one.
Yeah, I got them to chop them right down.
Do you know what? I have to say, I'm here for this look. I quite like the natural look.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm just going to get them done when I go on holiday now.
There
or
we
if I've
go.
got some kind of special event.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at us. We're so good, aren't we?
Recognise us. We're wintering.
We're hungering,
guys.
we're hibernating, we're saving
We're doing
money.
all the ings,
We're living very
guys.
boring lives right now, guys.
Right, enjoy your weekend. We're back Monday.